It's been over 6 months since the pandemic due to Covid-19 virus has wrecked the world. The burning question on everyone's lips today is, when will the coronavirus disease vaccine be available? The vaccine does not kill the virus by itself. It trains our immune system to recognize and combat the virus. According to the book, currently there are over 100 different vaccines being developed and tested using different approaches. One approach is using a dead and weakened strain of the virus to alert the immune system. This is like giving advance warning to immune system to be better prepared when it faces the actual COVID-19 virus. Another group at Imperial College London is looking at ways our body can make spikes by itself. When our immune system sees spikes, it will respond. Once our body has learned to recognize that viral spikes are invaders, we will be in a better position to quickly respond when we encounter the real COVID-19 virus. This group developed a prototype vaccine on a computer in just 48 hours. Another vaccine group at Oxford University has created a vaccine made from a weakened version of common cold virus that causes infections in chimpanzees. When COVID-19 outbreak occurred, they modified their existing vaccine and tested on monkeys. A few weeks later, monkeys were exposed to a heavy dose of the virus. None became sick, and a month later, they were still very healthy. The question is that if some of these groups have been able to produce the vaccine for COVID-19 virus, then why is it not available to public? The answer is, producing a vaccine is relatively quick. It is the testing of the vaccine that takes a long time. It is because the vaccine undergoes a systematic process of rigorous testing before declared safe and effective for humans. This testing process can take days, months, and years. For this, we need to understand the steps involved in testing. Step 1 is exploratory stage, where you do basic lab research and create a vaccine. This can take anywhere between 2 to 4 years. Preclinic stage. This is when you do animal testing to see if the vaccine is safe and produces the suitable response. It takes a couple of years, and most vaccines fail at this stage. Phase 1 trials. Once the vaccine is seen to be working fine with animals, you move to the next step of testing it on a small group of healthy adults. This is to see whether the vaccine is safe for humans and their immune systems produce a good response. Phase 2 trials. When a vaccine has passed phase 1 trials, stage is set for a bigger trial involving several hundreds volunteers. What we are trying to assess here is safety, how good the immune response is, and what sort of dose should be given. Phase 3 trials. If the vaccine has reached this stage, it will now be tested on thousands and thousands of people. This is when you find out if the people given the vaccine are better protected against getting the disease. This data is compared with those given the placebo. A placebo is a medical treatment that does not contain any active ingredient but often still produces a physical effect on the individual. Phase 3 trials is an incredibly challenging phase. It is a case of getting stuck between a rock and a hard place. Doing phase 3 trials in a traditional way involves vaccinating healthy people and then exposing them to Covid-19 virus to check if the vaccination protected them. Exposing people to check Covid-19 vaccine would involve huge risks and have ethical questions around it. Plus, there is another challenge. We all want to flatten the Covid-19 curve. If you successfully flatten the curve, then there is not a lot of Covid-19 in circulation. You will have to wait for the next wave of Covid-19 virus outbreak to check if your vaccine is effective. So, we are in a situation if fresh cases of Covid-19 cases drop, longer it will take to test the vaccine for phase 3 trials. So you can see, developing a vaccine can be quick, but the real challenge is the testing that could take appreciably long time. Some of the best medical experts, scientists, laboratories, universities, governments are working round the clock to save the humanity. Human race has overcome such crises in the past. This too shall be overcome. In the meantime, do not fall prey to fraudsters who are exploiting the pandemic to make money by selling unapproved and what is effectively a fake vaccine. Thank you for watching.